thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm Lily Corbly Johnson. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing Lily. Laughter, inspiration, learning, innovation. I'm a combination of publicist, educator, multilingual nut, voiceover, etc. And today I wanted to feature Tammy Sykes, who's a healthcare specialist dealing with posture, alignment, and a bunch of other specialties I don't even know how to describe, which is West Shebo. We're in Northeast Minneapolis, and I love putting the spotlight on local business owners, especially ones who've made such a huge difference. My husband, Norm, has been an Uber driver, among other things, for years, and he was rear-ended 2 years ago, and it's just his strength started going away in different parts of his body. She, meaning Tammy, has been making a huge difference.
If I modify things for you to do in bed, there's a little bit of resistance, and so you're actually building those muscles, even like by pushing down or by lifting up. So you're already there anyways. So a lot of these
To do at home.
are modified that you can do at home, but I don't. Again, is this something your body would be able to? So I don't want the whole. This is a great exercise, but I don't want people to compare to despair. This is actually a great exercise where you still engage the same muscles against a wall.
Okay.
Instead of against the floor.
And what do they call again what you do? Because it's a mouthful. Or your specialty.
Hi, Lily. My name is Tammy Sykes. I'm the owner and founder of Shift Fitness and Massage, blending in both massage, manual therapy, in addition to that personal training corrective exercise. So in the last couple of years, I've been coming up with a posture protocol, transition programs, and that might mean for scoliosis, that might mean for pain relief. But instead of that, I'll come in when I need to come in, working more on that personal training concept of you can't just go into a gym one day and then come back 2 months later and expect results. Muscles need constant movement. With the last couple of years, a lot of us are leaning forward, our laptops are on, we're sitting on the floor, maybe leaning off to the side, our laptops are over here, we're sitting in the car more, lives are changing. Our bodies are getting older, whether we want it to be or not. Sometimes there might be dysfunction. We're going back into work to our old chairs, but our bodies aren't the same as what they were 2 years ago.
You're like the first person in Minnesota to have been certified for this, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
My
I've
God.
worked with advanced techniques with Eric Dalton from the Freedom from Pain Institute, and I do have a master's in myoskeletal alignment, and we'll be leaving again for teaching assistant off to Boston as well as Oklahoma, and hoping that at some point we can get more and more students here, so I'll be certified to be a teacher of his myoskeletal alignments down the road. So that's what we're working towards. Because more and more people need opportunities for non-surgical, non-invasive, no pills, no needles, opportunities to get out of pain. More importantly, stay out of pain.
You even helped them through Zoom.
Yes.
My God.
I do work virtually as well. I've got clients that I had to work with Zoom, because being that personal trainer, also taking classes, if I was in the room, here's where I would push. I want you to add just a little bit of resistance, turn your head this direction, move your arm this direction, breathe this direction, and we would get people out of pain.
Let's let them continue their session. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
The other side of the owner of Shift Fitness and Massage is the personal side. She actually set up a meetup.com called Nightlife Meetup Group. They had all sorts of activities in which actually Norm and I met. We met on their 5-year anniversary. So it's pretty cool. She's all about movement, about enjoying life. Very cool.
Yeah, I had to quit my job because it was in hot and pain. That used to be me. But as we did the images, she started to realize that because of where her pain was, she had an anterior pelvic tilt. One foot was turned out, back pain. Her one shoulder was a little tipped, her head was a little tipped. She realized that she was able to sit better because we worked on, I use them, I cannot change the structure of your body, the structure of the bone.
Yeah.
But I do work with both the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, and the nerves on how does that connect with in between those bones. Freeing them up where they need to be so that there's a little bit more range of motion, that you can move pain-free.
I kind of wondering if that impacts digestion. I'm guessing that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Digestion, menstruation, endometriosis,
My goodness.
scoliosis can affect all of those things.
And if it changes your digestion, it means that you're getting your nutrients more from your food. Whoa.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Fitness comes from the inside out.
Woohoo!
So it is time now, actually, for spring body tune-up.
What's
Because as we have 50-degree weather, we want to be able to go out and do more things. But if we're uncertain of how am I walking, how is our body, as we're going back to working at our old desks, how is that going to feel? Your body has changed. Let's make sure that your range of motion is as optimal as it can be, that you can move pain-free without pain, that should I be able to turn my head so that I can see a blind spot when I'm driving down the road? You should be able to easily without letting your shoulders compensate for you.
Now you're
So-
looking at someone who looks like she moves with absolutely no problem, has never had an issue in her life. She has had fibromyalgia, a concussion, I don't know what else, but she is a testament to what it means to really pay attention to what your body
Low
is
back
screaming
pain,
for.
knee braces, reflex sympathetic dystrophy,
Oh my God.
hands that didn't open because of pain
Ugh.
and nerve pain. If only I would have found somebody like me. So now I work hard to make sure that I have the most latest research for my clients so that they can have the best care without having somebody go and say, yeah, you might have that low back issue, but we're not going to take a look at the neck because they're not connected.
Oh my.
I don't know about you, but if I stub my big toe, it's not my big toe that tells me it hurts. It's my brain.
True.
The body works together. And so we need to take into account the whole body from inside to out on how it moves and how to help you to move better, feel better,
Wow.
as well as ergonomics.
And while my husband is getting that wonderful buzzing feeling going up his body, I am looking at her accolades. My God, Tammy's the embodiment of continuing education. Certified posture expert indeed. Wow. Woohoo!
The vibration plate, I'm going to actually dial this up because you don't have any back pain. You've been on this a couple of other times. I'm just going to dial this up a bit.
Oh wow.
So it's a triplanar, so it's actually sending a whole body vibration. It doesn't feel like much, it's just a little bit of a tingle coming up, but it's actually working with the posture muscles. It actually, when it first came out, was tested on Russian athletes, elite athletes, as well as astronauts to find how do the muscles work. So when it's dialed up to like 15 to 25, that's going to be 15 muscle contractions per second. And we're normally on this for about 10 to 15 minutes.
What does it feel like?
It feels like it's kind of like just vibrating. It's like, and when it goes higher, it's like you kind of go, ah.
So Norm, you're working on your posture muscles, is flattening out your feet and making sure things are working. I'm going to actually have you put one foot just a little bit in front of the other.
Like this?
Yep, just a little bit there. So we're actually still working on those posture muscles, but you're working on different posture muscles to get stronger.
Uh-huh.
So we can transition. Eventually, we may have you having a chair and then bringing up one leg to work on balance. Right now, we're just putting one foot in front of the other, stabilizing and getting you better stability and balance before we progress on to the next steps for you.
And I love hearing that she also she partners with chiropractors and American Posture Institute, did you say?
Yep.
Man, that's a mouthful. You're
Yeah.
right.
Places you're not going to find this type of a bar. But this is a Schroff bar, and here's how I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Today we're going to sit down, and you're going to face that bar.
Okay. So don't facing it.
Facing it, yep.
Okay.
And now I want you to reach your right hand forward onto this bar. Just the right hand.
Okay.
I want you to straighten out your elbow. I do not want you to grip the bar.
Okay, like that.
I want you to just gently push down. I want you to breathe up to the top of your head. And exhale down towards your tailbone. And I'm going to have you stand up for just a second, because I'm going to move this bench back so that you can sit down on it again. Up. And exhale down. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And relax. In the muscles and literally getting them out of pain, as well as straightening their spine. Not just on the table, but also through their activation of the muscles and reminding them, oh, how can I do this at home? And so we try to find things like walls, doorways, counters, where if they start getting in pain, here's how you can mimic the same thing. Customizing for each client, because everyone is different. There is no one else like you. So why we go through modern technology or modern healthcare and assume that everybody's going to be the same isn't always the most efficient. Everyone is different. How they eat, what they eat, how their body even processes what they eat, what their bodies feel like, the injuries, the jobs. Everyone is unique. Maybe there's a curve in the spine, maybe there isn't.
So scoliosis, injury, all sorts.
Yeah,
Man.
hypermobility. They can overstretch and actually injure themselves and put things out of joint.
You also deal with, you work with Gillette in partnership, or trying to. Someone has been trying to reach you, from what I hear.
We never connected. I think he was taking a sabbatical for a
That's
while.
right.
Wasn't
Well,
Yeah,
heads
so-
up, if you know someone at Gillette who needs to know Tammy, this is your opportunity.
So we're just doing some cupping just to bring some circulation in, help with adhesions that might be in the muscles. So with Norm, we've been having great success of actually getting better muscle recruitment. And between that, the activity, because he is no longer in pain, and as well as the vibration plate, has helped him to actually tone up his body much faster than if he were just doing.
It's been incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
It's only been 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and you can see things shaping differently every couple of days.
It's been unreal to watch. It's been a relief.
Yeah, the vibration plate, it's like if you were to put there's some research, especially with like the head weights. I don't use head weights. I've had a neck injury, so it's not a big deal for me. But if you were to do 20, you'd have to walk around with the head weights 20 minutes to get the same results muscularly of strengthening that neck as five minutes with the head weights on a vibration plate.
Boy.
So any exercise, and you actually recruit 90% of your muscles on the vibration plate versus 40% of the muscles doing the exact same thing on the floor. Which is why doing things on anything on the vibration plate, or even just standing, helps to really recruit more and more muscles pain-free so that you can do more.
And I kid you not, I think Norm has told me about 5 times while we were at the gym that Tammy is a miracle worker. He was practically in tears telling me this. This definitely gives a different meaning to the word cupping.
Yes.
Like, wow.
As good as the back knee.
Yeah, that is true. And let's inhale to the top of your head. And exhale. So with alignment, I'm not a chiropractor. I don't practice chiropractic, but slow movement and breathing is how, much like Katrina Schroth would use that breathing. And inhale in. So I'm just kind of stretching and exhale from one direction to the other. And inhale. And exhale.
I remember 10 years ago, a little bit more than 10 years ago, when I was getting ready for our wedding, that Tammy gave me an amazing massage when she was focused more on massage. My legs were like noodles.
Okay.